Chuck Schumer is a dinosaur. And on his watch, like my friends here, the American dream is about to go extinct. I'm sorry, guys. It's true. You're dead.
In a race most others wouldn't even dare to challenge the House Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. Our next guest, despite being massively outspent, has made significant headway on the heels of an outstanding debate performance. Joining me now for more is New York Republican senatorial candidate Joe Pinion. Welcome back to your home at Newsmax. Joe, how you doing?
Good to be with you, my friend. Again, just working hard, coming down the stretch here to let people know that, yes, we can defeat Chuck Schumer on Tuesday, this November 8th, if people show up in force and vote and say that they're tired of one-party rule strangling this nation that we love.
Well, that's the other thing, too, is, you know, a lot of Republicans in New York are like, well, I'm just going to stay home because my vote doesn't matter anyway. Statistics have swung widely in the face of that recently. I mean, you got Zeldin at the top of the ticket, who is just absolutely exceeding all expectations. How much is this helping your race?
Well, look, we knew from the beginning that when I walked away from Newsmax, the opportunity of a lifetime, it was going to be an uphill battle. But we believed a couple things. Number one, that Lee Zeldin was going to outperform the odds. Number two, that when people woke up on November 8th of 2022, that they were going to be experiencing record inflation. That they would have probably just received the first of many heating bills that made them want to basically have a heart attack, and that the crime was going to be so horrific that even if they had never voted for a Republican in their life, they'd be inclined to do so. And so here we are, and many of those things have occurred. And I think, again, we didn't have to pull the whole wagon ourselves. Lee's doing a great job, but more importantly, after 42 years down in D.C., 24 years in the United States Senate, most New Yorkers recognize that Chuck Schumer's legacy is a legacy of failure. Where on his watch, we have more murder per capita in Rochester, New York than we do in Chicago, Illinois. On his watch, Syracuse, New York has the highest level of child poverty in the country. And on his watch, we have seen shootings go up 90% in New York City, homicide go up 30%, while he complains that somehow crime is not a big thing, when we know that defund the police was the cannon fodder that led to too many officers losing their lives.
That was a complete disaster, the defund the police movement. But let's break this down. Like, I've been following Chuck Schumer for years. I mean, like you said, he's a dinosaur. He's been there forever. But the modern day issues have definitely exceeded his capabilities. What is he running on? Like, what's he saying? Like, hey, guys, like, give me more time and I'll do what?
I mean, he got on our debate stage and said he had a plan to lower our electric bill 30 years from now. That's what the man said, after 42 years down in D.C. And so I think it's quite clear. I saw on that stage a man who has been in politics so long, he just doesn't know how to walk away from it. And I think that most New Yorkers are recognizing that their needs are not being met. He has spent $7.5 million on TV ads alone in the last 30 days. He just did another $4 million ad buy. He's sending millions of pieces of mail to people's homes, including Republican women, with my face on it. And it's just at the point where you recognize the Senate Majority Leader knows he's in trouble. We know that we have a pathway to victory here, and it's just about getting everyone out there to know that you have to show up if you live in New York. 3.3 million people voted to keep America great in New York in 2020. If all of those patriots show up in 2022, we're going to win this election in a landslide. We're going to shock the world. We're going to be in a jumbotron in China, because Charles Ellis Schumer would have finally met the comeuppance that he deserves.
Jumbotron. You know what? That's worth getting out to vote for in and of itself, a Jumbotron in China. I got to say, Joe Pinion, in all the races that have been out there, if you win this race, this is like, the fact that this race was an uphill battle from the beginning like no other, the fact that you're in striking distance now is the story of the year. So, Joe Pinion, thank you for coming on. We appreciate you being here, sir.
God bless, my friend. Take care.
All right.
No crooked establishment.
None of that twisting the
truth.
No talking down to me.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
I trust Newsmax.
Newsmax.
They don't tell me how to think.
They let me decide.
Newsmax.
Real news
For real people.